here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 12, episode 8. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. We are starting this fairly late today. Basically, long story short, I got off work at a time where it was closer to when this show usually goes on. And then today was the Deadpool and Wolverine open spoiler discussion that we had, so it kind of collided together. I was going to end up getting off of this show and going to that one, but I ended up getting off work much later to the point where, it kind of would have been like, hey, getting off this show and just instantly going to the next one. I would have just not had the energy for that at all. So I just chose to just push this show to, a lot later on. So, yeah, that's how we kind of ended up here. I just want to say thank you to every single person that has, watched episodes of this show. Make sure if you are a new viewer, returning viewer, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure to leave a like on this episode of the Cloud9 podcast if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, joining me is Mr. Blanks. What's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and I'm doing better now. It's just crazy. It is. Because once I went to the hospital for a bit, came back, watched the games, I was like, I was watching the series live because I was able to get my phone working, or my phone working. I guess once I regained consciousness, watched the games. I was like, what the hell's going on? I saw I was in a dream. I was like, what the script is real. So, like, the script is real. It's like, holy shit. This region is bad. Just throw this whole region out. Like, what the hell's going on, man? And were you surprised by the game today?
Me? No, absolutely not.
I was surprised by how far behind they got, but but we knew G2's early game was trash. We kind of knew that for a while, but we didn't know how bad it really got until today. It was like, it didn't even matter. None of it matters. Oh, G2 goes to the lower bracket. Okay, cool. That's just an extra series for them to show who's boss. It was like, oh, we lose to Fnatic. Oh, damn, Sag. Caps over there. It was like, I told you it's going to. What did G2 do? Dude, they got clapped up. They spun the block, took out BDS. BDS was like, oh, we're fine. Go to beat him. Yeah, you thorough. Okay, get your ass out of here. I'm from Kendrick shit. They get to Fnatic. Fnatic's like, we're tough. We're going to beat you. Backdoor you. 3-0 your ass. Got you the fuck out of here. It was just, God. What? Oh, my God. And we said it. This is your best year to win it. And oh, my God.
Oh, so before I start going over so much that I want to say, I updated the title on the show. I had already updated it before, but it didn't go through. So if you just reload your tab that you're currently watching on, you'll see the updated title. Now, when you ask me, am I surprised? I would say, yes. Yes and no. It's a surprise where it's like, damn, I don't even know where to begin. Because you know how most of the time we go on the show, we go over and analyze the games and everything. But at this point, it's like, what is there to analyze when it comes to Fnatic? What is there to analyze at this point? Like, literally right now, we could talk all the way through the entire hour of the show just about how bad this was of a performance. I want to also put into context how bad this performance actually is, even compared to their spring performance, where it looked like G2 was just toying with their food, actually. You know what I mean? Because in the spring performance, they even got a game, and that was almost like, okay, G2's out here just toying with their food in a way where it's like, okay, they know they could win this game, but they want to give Hansama a pentakill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me in a spring final where G2 were better in spring and they went to MSI and had good series against some of the Asian teams, even beating one of the top 4 teams, are you telling me that this Fnatic can't beat G2 when they're worse than Spring and MSI. Yike even told Trouble Inc. today. Trouble Inc. got some fat thighs. Damn, that bitch is juicy. He even said, this is our worst split. He literally said this is their worst split. Now, let's keep in mind, he said, now this is in context with that Spring split. They didn't even make the finals in when they lost to Mad Lions in the upper, well, it was the lower bracket, whatever it was. I think it was the lower bracket when they lost to Mad Lions, because that's, keep in mind, Spring 2023 LEC is the only split we didn't have G2 in the finals. That's how dominant this roster has been. I want to make sure I emphasize that again. That's the only split we've not had G2 in the finals. They've been in the finals of every single split but that one. And what's crazy is that they've actually won every split too. They've won every single title and the team finals last year.
And in that sense, with them losing, that actually put them against the easier teams in the region. It's like, think about it. G2, think about it, because G2 is the number 2 seed. They got who they get? They get number 1 from the LCK or the LPL? Was it? No, it was LCK. It was LCK.
They were the number 2 seed, so that means they would have to have faced
Gen G.
Yeah. That's essentially their punishment.
But then they go against who was it? It was and then they end up going against Mad Lions.
They faced BLG, who's also a second seed for them as well.
Yep. And then
so there's just so much to explain here. I don't even know where to begin. So I will also make sure I say this too. On Thursday, we'll go fully more into the games and show gameplay and all that stuff, right? So long story short, we had a Final Four for the LEC 2024 Summer Split. Karmine Corp, BDS, G2, and Fnatic. G2 were already in the finals. Fnatic were already in the finals because they beat G2 previously. G2, at worst minimum, we're going to be getting third place. At worst minimum. So it all just hinged on BDS and Karmine Corp, okay? So Fnatic in the finals, G2, minimum third place if they lose. Karmine Corp and BDS face off against each other. If Karmine Corp wins, they continue. They knock out GX. That didn't happen. BDS won that. BDS, as crazy as it is, played a much better series in the G2 than Fnatic did. Actually, it's crazy. They're the ones usually getting clapped by G2. And by clapped, I mean like, oh, game 1 was kind of close. Game 2 was a little bit close, but they got stomped. And then game 3 is a stomp. They actually had them on the ropes. BDS themselves, I'll just destroy them later on. They themselves throw hard. They could have won game 2, threw that hard as fuck. Could have definitely for sure won game 4. That should have been a 5-game series. But Ice decided he got PayPal'd by Carlos and just went fucking Jinx, flash into 3 people and died. All right. I guess you don't want to go to the finals. Like, what the fuck? He is not, like, I told you before, Ice is better than Noah. Like, initially I thought they're about the same, but I was looking at their game plan. I was like, okay, he's a little bit better than Noah. He's at least better than him on actual late game carry champions. Yeah. Just in general. If you give Ice enough time to build a lead and you give him resources, he can carry games. It's very shown he can carry games. I have no idea why he did that. He just went in to 3 people, flashed in, fog of war, in a crucial fight where they need to win that fight to force game 5. Would they have won game 5? I don't know. It
would have been the first game 5 they forced against
G2 ever. Ice decides, final team fight, I gotta just beat Jinx, go Super Saiyan. No, that's more like Kyle Ken. He more like Kyle Ken himself into 4 people, died. Keep in mind how bad that is in context, people. You cannot do that. He is the entirety of their late game. Keep in mind, in other series, he specifically didn't do that. I legit don't know what happened to him. People say, do you think he just fat fingered it and just trolled? He willingly walked up and just flashed in 3 people and died. Just gave up the entire series. Like, that is just straight up unforgivable. Like, I'm sorry. And it's sad because he's actually played pretty good League of Legends, a good League of Legends for like LEC standards for the most part ever since spring, actually, So you had Ice throwing the series away for BDS, and you get to this Fnatic series, man. And you know, I'm still gonna watch the LEC, and I know Dom's not. I know other people are kind of giving up on it. I've been watching League of Legends forever. I'm not gonna give up on it at all in any capacity, obviously. But it's really sad to see where this roster of Fnatic has come. You know, dude, like we went from them basically starting undefeated, that one loss to G2, one loss spiraled them to losing how many games in a row? They lost like those two that week. Then they lost both. Then they lost to Team Liquid. They went. They went like what 0-4
because they lost the final 2 games of the regular
Heretics,
season,
and they lost to BDS, and they lost 2 games to Team Liquid. So they lost a single best of 1 to G2, single one, and that catapulted a loss streak. And man, I just. I'll be honest here, guys. G2 didn't play a good early game in the past like 2 days. Maybe like
the last
one of them against BDS they played good. It was I think game 3 or 1 was good.
The last early game they played was who the fuck did they play?
It was not the Fnatic series against BDS. I think
not BDS either. It wasn't BDS either. They
game 1 against Fnatic. Last time they played, the previous time. Game 1 was, I would say, pretty good. But they haven't played an early game good at all since that game 1 against Fnatic last week. It's so weird how they don't, I don't even know, like there's splits where G2 has really good early game, but it's the late game that fails. Then there's splits where their early game is lacking, but they can just come back in team fights and win. Now, keep in mind, what team did that last split? Last year in the LEC, in the LCS, Cloud9. Cloud9 did that. Cloud9 had it where they were kind of just like letting teams do whatever they want to them, bent over, and then they would just kind of like take it back and win the game because they had just better macro and better understanding of the game. That's why people said that's why G2 is able to win. Their players just on average are better at understanding what to do on the map. They just are, you know? Now, does that come with massive choking from the other teams? Yes. You can't really have one without the other. But when they are in a situation, they know how to play it out effectively to a point where it gets them back in the game. The only player on G2 I think that really has played really well throughout most of their playoff run, this split, has been Caps. I think Caps has been their consistently really good player that has shined in every single series, and Broken Blade, I would say. Then after that, I would probably put Hansama. I would probably
put Hansama over Caps. There's games where I'm like, what the fuck is Caps? There's decisions Caps team make, and I'm like, yeah, he's doing some weird shit. Like, because Hansama's been consistently good, where I'm like, he's probably the second best player on the team right now, behind Mickey X. I wouldn't say Hansama's an absolute like difference maker to the reason why they're winning, you know. But Caps is sometimes be the difference maker in why they're losing.
He's also the reason why they're winning too.
Actually,
he's the only reason why they're winning. If they had a different mid laner, they would not win. I promise they would not win without him. If you swap him out with anybody, they're not going to function the same. Like, if you just take him off the roster, which they're never going to do. They're never going to do that. They're going to give this guy so much money to stay. I think they wouldn't function with, honestly, anyone. Honestly. I think this roster needs Cass to function, actually.
You know, sometimes he be doing some weird shit. You're like, what the fuck is he doing? That's the thing, too. It's like, when you look at games overall, how someone performed better, it's like, but Cass, that leadership of Caps is why they're winning. It ain't his gameplay. Some of his gameplay is like, this motherfucker's inting. You know, he's trying to int more than Mickey X. You can't out int Mickey X.
Oh, remember there was I think it was game 3 where Noah Mickey. Oh God, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Does he not respect Fnatic? He just doesn't give a fuck what Fnatic is at all.
No, he doesn't.
I shit you not. This is all. There was remember in the game. I don't. It doesn't matter what game it was. There was a game in the series where he's walking straight up to Noah. Noah's 4-0 on Ezreal. Walks up to him, hooks, misses, insta dies. He tried to commit insta-dies, and this is when, Hansama did the curtain call.
Yeah.
Noah eat over the wall and then flash the NRG logo. Noah's flashing the NRG logo like that means shit. Noah, you stupid fat retard. Flashing that would mean that you're trying to taunt them for losing to NRG. Noah, that would mean you have to beat them for that to happen, for that to really mean something. You need to actually.
He's trolling that because they beat him in the upper bracket finals. And then all they do is spam in the chat. Oh, this is the same people on NRG. Yeah, you do that enough times. I was telling motherfuckers, this is what happened. G2 gets back, they're going to spin the block, and they're going to obliterate Fnatic. And that's what they did. They trolled in the early game, but Fnatic ain't good enough because their team fighting horrendous. Their macros.
Before we go on to Fnatic, the thing with G2 is if they would definitely need to. I'd rather them have their better early game back. Like it's like they have a bit. The only problem with their comps now is that they're just doing this like late game scaling thing where they have just Corki, you have your tank.
I'm gonna tell you that I agree. It works. It works in the LEC. You can't do this.
It would only work here.
You can't do this against like a they even who was
it today both games, dude. They gave up both double kills. I promise you, I'm people laughing at T1 right now because they're playing kind of their T1 are playing really bad. But if you give GumaYusi and Keria 2 kills in the bot lane, I promise you guys, they will not let you play the game. Not even
GumaYusi. If you do that, if you give that up to Deft and Barrel, you're not winning the game. KT's
back to back. This is happening. Back to back. They got double killed back to back constantly. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you can win. Ezreal just can take over the game.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If G2 was in the LCK, they lose to Fear X. That's how bad G2. But they will lose to Fear X. Doesn't even look that bad now. It's like, holy shit.
That's actually crazy to think about, realistically. Holy shit.
Fear X, Quandong is like
dude, you give aiming those kills. I'm sorry, guys, game's over.
Don't even think about, weapons they play Paige. If you can play perfectly against Paige, it's still gets fucked. You do that, you give over 4 kills in 10 minutes to Paige. Yeah, it's like you can think about it. You're not even beating Weibo. You're not beating LNG. Some of these teams, you're not beating them. Like shit. Mm-hmm. If you catch Team Liquid on a good day, they might beat you. Like, Team Liquid.
I gotta agree with those. I don't agree with Reddit. I really don't. But I do agree that Team Liquid would probably run half the LEC. Because Fnatic in second place. They've been arguably a top 3 team given how horrible the LEC is. Come on, guys. Team Liquid embarrassed them. Yeah. And it's not just like, this happened just one time. This happened twice in front of us. Yeah. Fnatic is 1-5 against Team Liquid. 1-5. This is a Fnatic that is second place in the LEC. You know how bad that is? You know?
You got a gap out here clapping humanoid. It's not even, it's
APA destroys the second best mid laner in the LEC. APA. Are we like... So that, do I love G2? Yeah, I do. I've been following G2 forever. I remember when they first came into the league. Hey, it's great they can win a lot, but it's like that level of early game is not going to work out internationally. Keep in mind, Worlds is coming up in about, before you know it, Worlds is going to be here in September. We know in Korean boot in like the boot camps and everything that they have, you scrim against these Asian teams a lot. People have said that if you play bad against them in the early game, it's not even worth playing out. You need to FF in 5 minutes. That early game they have right now is not good. That shit needs to be all upended. They need to get back to their good early game. They had a good early game when they were actually playing it well. I do not like this late game style they're trying. That is not good coming up. Like right now, you play that against who's the best team in LPL right now? I think was it JDG or Top Esports? Yeah. Top Esports will crush the absolute.
No. Don't even think the best teams. That you're thinking too high. Think about the middle team. You might not even beat Weibo.
They would lose to World Team WE playing like that.
You might lose to Ultra Prime. The fuck? Okay, Ultra Prime be sleeping in half their game. I don't know how the fuck they be winning. Like you lose to
people think like JDG, Top Esports, BLG, like big names. No, guys, they would lose to like FPX playing that way.
I don't know about FPX.
Milky Way would quite literally bend Yike over and do him I can't say on stream.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Exactly.
I really don't. So maybe in their minds, the only way that I can conceptualize it is they think if we handicap ourselves in an early game scenario, we could figure out how to play a late game scenario by being behind. But the only reason why that's not applicable later on is because that's like a temporary playstyle solution to what is the overall region's strength. When you play against Asian teams, it's not like, oh, this is a one-time thing. We've seen it over and over and over and over again. You have a bad early game against them, they will destroy you. This is not like a thing that we're theorizing. This is not a thing that happened just one time. How many international events have you seen the past 2 years? Worlds 2022, MSI last year, Worlds last year, MSI this year, Esports World Cup this year, then Worlds. Right here, just from those 5 international events, you give any of these Asian teams a lead, they're crushing you into the ground, the dirt. Remember, you're not going to survive. The only way you could even beat an Asian team, if they're not really the Asian teams we think it's like the PCS team, but obviously that's just for another day. So yeah, G2 need to really not keep this late game play style. Yeah, I know the LEC is bad. They're probably thinking well, if we smash them in the early game, it's not actually, the games are going to be too easily winnable. So they have to somehow challenge themselves. And it's yeah, I agree with that, but that's not going to be good later on. They're going to get good at playing some weird late game style that's not applicable later on because you're not going to be in those scenarios. How many scenarios do you guys remember where a Western team got into those scenarios and won? I don't remember a single one of them. I don't remember a single one of them where I've seen a Western team get beaten as badly as the Asian teams do to them, and they've come back in the game. People say the Weibo G2 game. That was a neck and neck game. They weren't exactly behind, but they weren't exactly ahead either. The DK one, they were ahead of the DK one early enough, and then they won. Only reason why that one was kind of close is Kenya stole the Baron. Now I wouldn't really call that close. That's just the Baron steal. Not time to roast fat fuck. Not time to. Oh, sorry, it's Noah. Time to roast Fnatic. What do we do, man? What do we do?
This is your one chance. You knocked the team into the final, into the lower bracket finals, and you were hoping somebody was going to beat them. The best bet was SK, and they choked.
Who could have thunk it? Oh wait, we did.
And imagine going first seed into playoffs, and now you're the 6th seed in season finals. Because your record is so garbage. Sad that Karma Corp didn't, and we got to watch more Giant X. Fuck. Yeah, that. They're in the lower bracket final. One game, one series that they're done. Get them the fuck out of here. They're trash. Fucking trash. Just trash.
Shit. Can't wait to watch more Mad Lions and Giant X.
We got G2 versus Mad Lions, but let's talk about Fnatic here. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this team.
How about we break it? I'm gonna be show the gameplay. I promise you on Thursday we'll go over the games.
Thursday we're gonna break it out by gameplay.
Yeah. It's just late right now. We're only gonna do this an hour and some change because we gotta go to bed. I do have to go to bed for work. So let's start here with Fnatic's gameplay. Every game they had a lead. That is true. Every game they had a lead. Yes, G2 had comps that do. I will say this: G2 had comps that do win later in the game. Keep in mind what I just said there. Later in the game. That would mean that you would have to do so many mistakes to get to that point where G2's comp actually comes online. Because G2 comps, as you guys saw in 3 games, the reason why they were able to do that is because their comps are just inherently better at that stage in the game. Just that stage. Remember, you have to get to that stage for them to be able to do that. They literally handicapped themselves to have them be able to do that. And they won every game. Are you telling me Fnatic couldn't get a single game? Not one? BDS got 1. BDS almost got 2. Arguably should have had 2 of them. BDS almost could do it. And BDS is not good themselves. BDS actually fucking sucks if we're being really honest with ourselves here. They're arguably, in any year, back when the LEC was good, this would be like a 6th place roster for being really honest with ourselves here. Because LeBron is so beyond dog shit, my brain hates watching that man play. I actually get AIDS watching that guy play League of Legends.
I watch him.
Are you telling me BDS can beat them? Are you telling me BDS can take a game off G2 and almost force it to a game 5, even though they never do that? That's a one-time thing for them too. Fnatic can't get a single game? Not one. Nothing. They can't get a single goddamn game. What are we doing here anymore? And you said earlier, they can't team fight good. They can't set up any objectives good. They can't take dragons at any reasonable time. Weren't G2 still up ahead in dragons most of the series anyway?
Yeah.
They can't cross map. People say, so what's a cross map? Okay, it's easy to explain. So like, you know how like a dive is going on one part of the map? That means that on this part of the map, I can do something. That's what a cross map play is. So let's say if, like happened today, Caps is trying to dive Oscar in. That means if you know that Caps and Yike are up top lane, that means that right now my bot lane with my jungle can dive you. That's what a cross map play is. Who doesn't know what that is? They can't cross map play really good at all. The players have no synergy at all. Only if they're winning. They can only play if they're absolutely in the right mind state to win. That's it. If they even feel like they can't win a game, it's over. Why do teams do this? Why can't people... Are you telling me Mad Lions last year in spring 2023 could beat G2 in a best of 5? This Mad Lions roster, Max said, never won a single scrim set all year. That means that they literally went 0 and X given number from January all the way to fucking October. He said they literally won no scrims, and they beat G2 in a best of 5. Are you telling me that is our standard for beating G2?
Yep.
A team that won no scrims at all. A team that played like actual shit most of the year could beat G2 in a best of 5. But this Fnatic roster, which is power ranked to be the second best team, the only team on paper that could, in theory, beat G2, can't take a single game. This past spring, they got a game. Even when G2 was playing, in my opinion, arguably better. They can't beat G2. That's what I said about the Asian teams. If we can't even beat them when they're horrible, you can't possibly beat them when they were good. The gap between Fnatic and G2 is like the gap between like heaven and earth. We're talking like that big at this point. There's just no possible way they can win. Noah is a fat fucking retarded idiot. An absolute dumb fuck. Did you not see that Ezreal play he did today? I should show you how bad that is. This man has ate so much goddamn KFC and top ramen that his actual brain cells has dissolved. He quite literally can't function. He's that fat. He needs to go to a gym, lose weight, and actually play League better. Because what is going on with this man? He, on Ezreal, E'd into a choke point where both of G2's hard engaged champions could engage onto him. Lo and behold, he throws the entire series. Yep. Did he throw the series in the other 2 games? Yes, he did. Because he had leads in every single game and threw every single goddamn one of them.
Game 1, win. I think game 1 was Oscar. Game 2 was Noah. Game 3 was both Oscar and Noah.
Oh my god. Fat fucking Mech and Taco Boy. Boy Oscar Rennan, who can't play Renekton. Why do they keep giving him Renekton? Dude, he might literally be the most useless Renekton I've ever seen. Ever. He cannot play Renekton. You remember him having any impact on Renekton at all in the series? I don't remember it.
Nope. And then they gave Caps
Corki every game.
I was like, what the fuck?
Like, I understand you can't give him Tristana, but is giving him Corki any better? Probably not. Oh, God. That fucking fat fuck. If Razork was mad at Noah before for choking, I don't know. He might have just beat that guy's ass backstage today.
What was it? What game was it? There was a game.
That Ezreal E he did in game 3 is by far and away one of the biggest fucking red flags I've ever seen a player do. Why E into their jungle, into a choke point you cannot get out of without your flash? What an absolute idiot. Jun, he plays worse if he's around Noah because Noah's fat retardness rubs off on Jun. He just makes bad plays himself. Humanoid arguably actually played pretty good today.
Humanoid was the best player today. Him and
Razork in some cases was pretty strong. But Humanoid, even in games where Humanoid plays good, he can't win. He played pretty good today. Overall, he actually played pretty good. He just played the latter parts of the game out bad. But he overall played Lucian pretty well. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't do absolutely anything. Dude, I really don't know what we do at this point. You know, Fnatic is like on Twitter, we have season finals. Okay. You think you're going to win that? Well, you don't know possibly you're going to win that, right? Okay, you'll face G2 again and then lose. Awesome. Fucking great. Like, just fucking great, man. That's what we have to subject ourselves to. Fnatic deluding themselves into thinking that they can beat G2. 8K gold leads thrown every single game.
Yeah.
All of them. Not a single win.
Game one. No, Fnatic. It's a 4v3. Yike is gone, and Mickey X has to come back up. 4v3. Mm-hmm. Or no, sorry, no, 5v3. Mm-hmm. But Noah, Humanoid, rather, are chunked out. They're paying attention to capture Broken Blade good. No one is remembering where Hansama is. He's behind them as Ezreal pokes up, comes behind, takes out Noah, and then rather because he turns around to take out Ezreal, gets popped by Corki, and the Humanoid gets popped right after, and that was the game. I'm like, yep. And Oscar couldn't do shit. He was a tank, and he was a tank, but was
if Renekton has to be your tank, just throw that whole comp away. If
Renekton was a bodyguard, like if Renekton was the Secret Service to protect Kennedy, Kennedy would have still got killed. That's how bad he was as a tank. Game 2, they go back to the same fucking comp. Like, Fnatic went back to the same comp game 2. Like, the only thing is they swapped out Rel. They picked up Ezreal, they swapped out Jhin, and then they got Leona instead of Rel. What'd that do? Nothing. They got an early lead again. You know, Hansama versus Noah in the mid.
It's so disgusting watching them play. They watched G2 not win a single early game against BDS. They themselves can win early games against G2 and not even pull out a single game. You know how depressed, you know how sad that is, guys? G2 hasn't played a good early game since last week. They've literally been just outplayed in the early game every single game. They haven't played a good early game at all. And just lost. And
Noah out here taking out goddamn what you gonna call it? Mickey X, the squishiest knowledge I've ever seen. I was like, what the fuck? Wait.
I just don't get it, man. What do you even do at this point? Like, coaching staff, I don't know, man. Like, we're getting to the point where, like, are they not the Dallas Cowboys and James Harden we talk about every single year? Hey, fuck, might be this year. Like, it might just be at the point where they just don't win anymore. They just don't win anymore. I'm sorry. We might actually be at that point.
Fnatic's like the Buffalo Bills. Even when they get to the finals, like, they finally got through the finals for the upper bracket, and they just still lose. We said it jokingly. Fnatic, we said, G2's going to spin the block is 3-0. We said it jokingly, just bullshit. And then they actually do it. I'm like, G2,
I didn't want, yeah. It
was challenge accepted. I'm like, G2 were just bullshit. Nope. Fnatic.
I said 3-0, I thought they were going to 3-0 them by actually being like, hey, you know, we played a close series against them, like, once in our lives. Let's really show them who's the top G around here.
They really did show them the top G. We could fuck around and it's like someone come up to your girl and not trying, they take your girl. They literally came in, we're not gonna try to win this championship, and we still won. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mickey X sure was not playing like he was trying to win today. He was just straight running that shit.
Game 2. G2 was inching the first 30 minutes of the game. It was just still 5,000 gold down at 30 minutes. I never seen the squishiest tanks in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about this. Like, Nautilus was squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Orin was squishy. Even fucking matter because goddamn, you got Yak with Brand and Hasam out here, the goddamn sniper Jin. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then this team's just so goddamn Fnatic so dysfunctional. You said G2, people say, oh, G2 is dysfunctional. No, Fnatic's dysfunctional.
Because that's the thing is G2. I'll be honest here with general like discipline. I have a easier time believing G2 can bounce back than Fnatic.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest here. If G2, in theory, maybe they themselves could easily just bounce back if they just put their heads in the sand and go, hey, we need to fix our bad early game. I don't know. Why my screen go black? What the fuck? I'm sorry about that, guys. Give me. It's gonna come back in like literally a second. Sorry about that.
Fnatic going for Baron, 30 minutes. Yeah, everybody gets murked. Everybody. Jump behind, squish between two people. You know Mickey X dies, but that's probably the Cap. No, sorry, no, Cap's the one that dies. Rather was the last one alive, but he had to get away. And guess what? G2 gets buried. I was like, yeah, damn it. Yep. It was a 4-for-1. Rather gets away. Can't do shit. Even if you try to smite, nope, you're gonna get obliterated. You're freaking what is that? Zyra pushing and once again, literally every game, G2 always started pushing in the top lane. Game 1, all right, we get a lead. Once we finally get a lead, pushing top lane. Game 2, pushing top lane. Game 3, pushing top lane. And just go from there. Like G2 gets the Baron and it's just game. Like, it's just disgusting. Just fucking disgusting. Now they go for the bot lane. Yep. G2's trying to step up. I mean, not G2. Fnatic's trying to step up. Ezreal hits with the ult. You know, you got Oscar is going to step up. He's going to try to go for the go to the back line. Nope, doesn't matter. Jin's shooting his ult. He Cap takes out Jun. Lucian's gone. Hasama takes out Razork. And Noah steps up a little too soon, and guess what? Jin pops him right in the face. The only one left once again is Oscar Anderson. Game 1, Oscar Anderson is through. Game 2, Noah's through. Just why'd you step up? You were already low, and he stepped up as Ezreal got popped right in the. Yep. G2 goes up 2-0. It's the most. It is just. And you know the thing about it is G2. I don't think the G2 got the Void Grubs at all this whole series. Let me go back to game 1. Nope. Okay, game 1. No, sorry. That's all right. Okay, that's game 2. G2 in game 1 got one Void Grub. No Void Grubs in game 2. And sorry, no, that's the interview. Because they were so short that some of these replay channels, they put in the interviews just to put in more revenue time.
I saw that. Yeah, if you watch Kaza and they put all the games, they threw in the interview from Yike.
Yep, like with Kadro. Kadro threw in the 3 games plus the interview, plus he still had to put in 30 minutes of spoiler shit. I was like, damn, that's sad. And oh my god, Kadro's reaction was like, no. He was just fucking. Oh my god, he was having a fucking aneurysm. I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh god, man. What is this? The thing? It's not like their bot lane doesn't win lane. Like the Fnatic bot lane can win lane. They just throw every lead.
They're up 5,000 gold at 13 minutes, 8 kills. They already had a tower. They got all 6 war grubs. Like, this game 3 should have been already cool. Fnatic stomping the fuck out of
Yeah.
Right? No. What happened? Jun stood too damn long. Noah comes in and helps, saves them. Mickey X is the squishiest models I've ever fucking seen. Holy shit, but no. Razork stood around too long. Cass pops on Razork. Noah's still there. He's on Ezreal. That's dangerous. You put Hansama on Kaisa. I was like, okay, that's gonna take a while to build up. Like, at one point, Mickey X had more deaths than assists. That was a goddamn. Mickey X had 6 deaths in 15 minutes. What the fuck? I'm new to knowledge. I'm like, I don't die that much. Holy shit.
Oscar, when did Mickey X do this? Like, he just suddenly has become just a better version of Hillithang at this point. Does he not? Is that what happens when you're on G2 and you just win everything? At a certain point, you just regress yourself to give your own self a challenge.
Yeah, he 0-7-4 16 minutes in is just disgusting.
Bruh.
And then you got Caps out here again, ran down by Noah and Oscar. It's like, holy shit. It was like game. Oh my god. Imagine having a kill score of 18-9. You're up about 8,000 gold at 20 minutes. If Fnatic was fucking Daewon or KT or because I don't want to say T1 Genji, because if Genji was up 10,000 gold in 22 minutes, this game's over. They're pushing in one of the lanes and they're ending it. T1 wouldn't even got to 20 minutes. They would have found a way. They would have found a team fight and ended this shit. Genji would have, played the game out, got the bear, and then pushed in for game. Like, this is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this. Like,
do you want to go to the? This is very rare. I do this, guys. Very rare. I do this. I want to go to the actual Fnatic League subreddit. Yeah. I really want to go there because this is bad. Let's see, let's go.
What's the Markiplier video? This is disgusting. This shit right here, this should be illegal. Like, if I can kill it, I can. Legally, I can. But I've considered it. Like, yeah, this gameplay today was the most disgusting. Game 3 should be taught in lessons when you're playing how to throw away a championship in 5 minutes.
This is awful in every way.
They were up 10 gold less than 2 minutes, and now it's down to
7 to 8K gold leads a game, and they can't do anything. Like, and before we go with these Reddit comments, there's a lot of them. What do you do? It's like the thing that I told Warren a while ago when it's come to Vitality. What do you do if you've tried everything you can think of possibly to have success, and then you constantly keep failing?
They kill Caps and they get the tower. They're up 9,000 gold, about 9.3. At that point, game should be over, right? No. Why the fucking Noah is Jun in the goddamn jungle? Why are you face checking?
Yeah, it's game 3. They're already winning the game. Randomly, Noah and Jun are just wandering in their side of the map with nothing to do. Keep on, they don't have to do anything over there, and they're just there, and they just die. Oscar randomly just running in on Renekton in their jungle. Keep on, guys, it's already deep warded. You don't need to do anything there.
Yep. And guess what? And then Orin knocks up Razork, and Razork playing Brand. You know how squishy Brand is. Yep, he's gone. Noah's still gone. Jun came back. He was going to can't do shit because you run in as a black man with a gun against 5 people, you're getting murked. Just take the dragon, get that shit.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, 23 minutes in, Fnatic has taken 4 towers. They still got a 5-0 lead. G2 just took their first tower at 25 minutes. Their first tower at 25 fucking minutes. And I'm just sitting here, I'm watching this cause I passed out around 9. I gained consciousness around a little bit after 10, and then this is the one game I was sitting up. I was actually eating and moving around. I was watching this shit. I was like, and they stood me on the machine, and they was like, "Why is this game?" I was like, "You good?" Yeah, because I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" My shit was going off a little bit. I was like, "Yeah, this shit was." And then I could see the coach for Fnatic. He's just like, "Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked."
Yeah, the face cam reactions to the coaching staff and Noah.
We just blew a 9,000 goal lead. It's 3 minutes. Yeah.
And keep in mind, man, that's the only way Fnatic can really win is if they have prep, right? Fnatic, if they prep a little bit throughout,
rather gets caught right in the middle.
They could potentially win.
Oscar is the squishiest Renekton I've ever fucking seen.
Most useless Renekton pick for a player I've ever seen. Quite literally does nothing on it. No lane dominance, no TP flanks that really impact the game. Doesn't really side lane well.
You know how bad, like if you think about it, G2, the only was it okay. Let me go back. Let me make sure. Mm-hmm. The only lane they cracked in was top, but that was enough for them to win the game. Mm-hmm. They didn't even touch a tier. They didn't even knock down the tier 1 tower for the bot or the mid lane. It was only top. Oscar and it was so far behind. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even funny. Like, cause they go right through the they get the first they get the third tower, and then they get the inhib. And then boom, as soon as they get the inhib, it was like, yep. It was like, holy shit. Oh, sorry, no. Okay. They got the bot lane. First tower bot lane. They didn't even touch the mid lane towers. They damaged the first one. I'm like, these motherfuckers is just running right through. Rather just calling a team fight. Oscar in is just squishy as shit. Like Broken Blade and Caps is just running right through. Like Noah's gone. Like Oscar's gone. Oh, no. Okay. Matter of fact, who was the first one gone? Okay, no, it was Noah was the first one gone. How someone just, oh my god.
Do you know what would be really crazy, guys? No, it's gonna be a reality because the LEC is this bad. This might be the second best team going to Worlds for the LEC and being a second seed.
Yep.
This Fnatic. This is disgusting. I really don't know what you do at this point if you're Fnatic. I really don't know, honestly.
Genzo, and then Humanoid, the last one. They get Mickey X hooks him in, and then they kill him. And then it was just game. It was just because all the death timers were out. All the death timers were done.
E that he did. Remember how before you that Ezreal E he does in that choke point? That is just unforgivable. That's just awful.
I don't know who was worse, Oscar or Noah. I'm gonna Noah because we knew Oscar was gonna lose lane after that many. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Fnatic versus G2 Esports LEC 2024 Summer Playoffs Grand Finals Post Series threat. Now I'll give mine this, guys. We've actually never went to Reddit. Usually you don't want to come here because it's actually just a cesspool of literal idiots. Not even kidding. I'm not trying to say to be mean. I am saying to be mean. Reddit is trash. But, when you're in agreement with Reddit, sometimes fun to look through. A guy by the name of Jay Doki says, holy shit, That was an embarrassing series. This has to be a performance that implodes the team. To get so far ahead in each game and throw it every time, it's just brain dead and amateur. There was no better time to take it to G2. They don't look as strong as past splits. I agree. But we choke and throw with 7 to 10K gold leads. Unbelievable. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I would be angry. If you've been a longtime fan of this org, specifically just around League, I would be angry. Why are we settling for Noah? Remember, keep in mind, Rahel arguably is better than Noah. Just as a pure player. If they want to get a Korean ADC, at least get one that's decently good. There's better Korean ADCs than him. Keep in mind, just because you're Korean doesn't make you good, but at least find the good ones then. If you're going to subject yourselves to fucking fat fuck Noah, weakest mental ever. Team has the worst mental ever. If they're literally not winning, they cannot function as a unit.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, guys? I would not be surprised if they made a roster change randomly before season finals. Are you going to... Please tell me they're not going to run the roster back.
I think they are because it's too soon. It's only
well, yeah. At this point, you might as well write out season finals, go to Worlds, get shit on, and just dismantle the entire roster. Leave leave one person, just one random person, and choose whoever. Pick names out of a hat. It doesn't matter at this point. Now, are they going to keep Razork and Humanoid? I really hope they don't. Their synergy is just so bad. I hate watching these two play together.
Between the two?
Well, Humanoid's contract is up. I didn't they extend it? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they extended one of their contracts. Hopefully they didn't extend his. They said no one was willing to buy that shit for how much they paid for it when they originally got it from Mad Lions. It makes sense. I think the amount you pay for it wouldn't be the amount of money you're investing in. You'd get that back.
Yeah.
In terms of a valuable player, I mean, obviously in esports, you don't make money back. Watching this team is exhausting. It's the same disappointment every split. Even if we win 100 games against G2, losing in the final still means those previous wins mean nothing. What was this playoffs? We had a gold lead. Some players were ahead. Yet I saw people making game-losing plays constantly. This is not just like I did it randomly once and I didn't mean to. This was a constant thing they did. Thanks, Dardo, for streaming at the players after game 1 and 2. Was he? Did he actually do that? I didn't see that, but hopefully he does.
From reports, it was game 1, game 2, and then game 3. No, it's just their hand in. It was disgusting. Like it was like, fist bumps, and then G2's out there again. Trophy, and it was like, you got Cage out there losing his fucking mind. It was a shit show today. Holy shit.
Oh, and remember last week, guys, the LEC was like, whoa, yeah, Fnatic finally beats G2 in a best of 5 after
800 Sundays.
The last time was the LEC 2022 spring split.
And then it says that and then there's all these people to script. Fnatic beats G2 in the upper bracket final 3-2, only for G2 to 3-0. And it was like, G2's not going to 3-0, right?
Right.
And Shots is like, right? And then it's like, they're like, oh fuck, G2 gets 3-0. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
imagine if you were a fan and this is your first ever finals and then this shit happens. This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I'm usually very critical of Humanoid and Razork, but this time Noah was just on a mission to lose. Probably the end of this roster, a very melancholy end. Noah was already cooked after MSI, if we're being completely honest here. Yeah. Noah was probably arguably cooked in winter. Noah's probably been cooked since last Worlds. Noah's been cooked forever. That's the problem. He's eaten too much. He's been cooking people have been cooking too much food, actually.
World was like, okay, you're doing all right. It was him and Trimby. You know what it was last year? Because Trimby was there, he had that safety net. Because him and Trimby weren't able to communicate correctly. All right, cool. They get that safety net. Winter, okay. It's going to take a little time. MSI, holy shit! Once we saw those comms and Rather was like, "You gotta do better. You gotta." It's like some of us are sick, and you still playing like shit.
No, like, he remember specifically. He said, "Raz, I'm sick, but Noah, for you for example, I feel like I played better than you." It's not he calling out people by name. He literally said that people on the roster. Yeah, people on the roster. He said people on the roster consistently just have bad days, not just a one random time thing. Consistently, some players are just not in it at all. Maybe he's talking about Jun, because it looks like that guy just tilts off the face of the earth if he's not ahead with Noah. And can't let him. Noah's so fat. It's just
you know what it is with no. You know what it is with Jun. Jun and Noah are both from Korea. When he sees one of his fellow, it's one of those things where you see your fellow person you've been practicing and training with just be this shit. You just don't give a fuck. You're like, wait a second, what's the point if this motherfucker is like? You're telling me it's one of those things where you lose respect for your teammate. It's the whole thing where it's like it's the whole thing, and I know after that, it's like, yeah, I know I have to go back to the gym because like mentally I'm good when it comes to Pokemon, but physically I ain't gonna be able to stay 9-10 hours. No, physically have to get better shape because it's like,
what is there even to say? Nothing. At this point, you can't defend them with the "we'll come back stronger." Yeah, every single. Oh my god! This is what happens too. Here, I'll show you right now, everyone. This is people want to say, did they do the whole "we'll come back stronger" next split thing? Yes, they did. They're still doing that.
Yep.
Now, understandably, they're not the only ones that keep doing that. All the orgs do that. Every single last one of them do that.
Yeah.
But with Fnatic, these just mean nothing. This means literally nothing anymore. Oh, I even got a lot of views on one of their tweets, actually. This is just this is right after they threw game 3. I saw on Twitter, all I just put was L. That's it. 5,000 views because I just put L.
Yeah, because it's short and simple to the point. Like L, just that's it. That's all it is. I was like, yeah, I saw that.
This is a compilation of
just misplays. It's just like holy shit. It was like, oh, we
right here. It started from here.
No words. L.
Just right here, it says L. No, that's me. Their performance isn't L. Sorry. Fnatic said right here, no words. Yeah, G2. Oh shit. Oh.
Delete. Oh. Delete club. Like no. It's delete it. Like write the whole team in the death note. They're done. Fuck them. Just write them in the death note. Just write the whole team in the death note. That is abysmal.
I'm a G2 fan, but how do you throw 3 games in a row?
And you just watched how. And you notice that part about it. This team's still going to end up going to the fucking the world.
Potentially, they're going to the season final.
No, they're in the season final. They are the second seed.
You're right. My bad. Yeah.
There's a good chance because they said because of the points, whoever wins between Fnatic and BDS is going to be going to Worlds. And the third team, because G2's already going to Worlds because they won summer. That's mean summer. Whoever won summer was automatically guaranteed Worlds. But G2's the only one to run all 3 splits. That's mean they were in the sense guaranteed Worlds. That's mean G2 doesn't even have to win the season finals, but they're probably going to disband this whole fucking team.
Disband the team. Grab a fucking box, pack it with Noah, ship it back to Korea.
That shit I like. I like that shit. I was like, oh,
Noah, the best ADC, jumps into G2 at least 4 times this game. That's not even literally. He did that.
No, someone. You know what someone in the chat said? Someone asked, who you think is the player of the game? They said it was Cap. So no, I say no. The player of the game was Noah.
The player of the game is Noah. G2 Noah.
G2 Noah. I was like, wait a second, but Noah doesn't play for G2. That's the joke. Noah
Most shameful performance ever showed in a European final. We need apologies and to bench ASAP our carries.
And I keep telling you, it's like, oh, these Koreans come over are going to make the team better. Okay.
This Korean can't because he is just mentally
SK got SK got a Korean bot lane, can't even make top 4. Just saying. SK got a Korean bot lane, can't even make top 4. BDS got a Korean ADC, all can get third place. KC got a Korean top laner, can't even do nothing.
He does not count as I think he doesn't count for anything. That's not a Korean. That's I don't know what that is. That is more than giga shit. He counts as a Korean. LCK needs a refund on that shit. I want a refund on that top 4 world performance he had a while ago.
Fnatic got 2 Koreans back-to-back years. Still can't win shit.
Keep in mind, guys, if you're on Fnatic, you need to win. Fnatic is one of those orgs where they've won so much. They just recently won the Valorant championship for EMA.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. It this felt better of a rivalry between G2 and Fnatic when Fnatic were able to consistently fight them, and you'd be like kind of like scared that, oh my god, they might actually beat us this time around. There hasn't been that feeling in forever.
This is like Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova. The one time Maria Sharapova beat Serena Williams in the semifinal, only for Maria Sharapova to get her ass whipped by somebody else. And in the next tournament, Serena beats Maria in the semifinal, and then the person that beat Maria, Serena, beats them in straight sets. You're like, wait. That's mean. It's like there was no rivalry. Maria beat Serena twice. Serena beat her about like 30 times. Rivalry is
rivalry implies that we're on a similar even footing. That maybe you get an edge this time around. Maybe I get an edge this time around.
Warriors, Lakers, Knicks, Celtics now to a certain degree. Knicks, Sixers. Teams that play against each other but are not rivalries. Lakers, Clippers, not a rivalry. Oh, Clippers are better. Every time they play the Lakers, they get stomped. They could be a Clippers home game in the Lakers stadium. Lakers will still have more fans, and the Lakers will still beat them. Like the Clippers are trash. Fnatic really had gold lead. They damn near had a 10,000 gold lead. It just said. And Noah just went like, oh, it's time for me to put on my G2 jersey. Okay.
With the bucket of KFC right next to him because he can't stop thinking about food.
Hey, Jim, let's go for the jungle and face check. Okay.
Keep in mind, they have nothing to do there when he's doing that. There's nothing to do at that moment in that part of the map because it's already deep warded. Why would they be there? It just if I was Dardo, I would cuss them all out. No, y'all don't get salary for the next month. You're actually lucky you get food for how disgusting you were.
No one don't need no food. He need to fast for a month. Just give him water. That's it. Water with lemon and cucumber. That's it. Not fair. Okay, maybe not the cucumber because he might eat that. But just give him lemon water for a whole month.
This man deserves vitamin water. Let's punish
him. No. Just give him lemon water. No, vitamin water is too good for him. Just give him water with lemon. That's it. You that gallon, that's the only thing you're gonna be eating and drinking for 30 days. You don't eat nothing. But no chicken for you. Fuck you.
Like I'm being honest, they literally all don't even deserve food tonight. How bad that was. That is embarrassing. Imagine being a CEO, imagine being Sam Matthews. This is the roster you spent all this money on. Humanoid's fat ass, Deadpool fat ass contract. Imagine all that money you're spending on this roster to play like that.
Oscar Anton. You got John out here just being a
he can't even I don't even know what he's supposed to do, but he's been arguably not even he has had like moments where he's looked good.
Moments when he first came in. I think this is when I felt like June was sick of Noah. It was winter split this year. Because June came this year.
He snapped fully after they lost to Team Liquid at MSI.
That's when it was done. After the World Cup, it was officially over. That's when I knew. Sure. That's when I knew this team was broken. That's why when they beat G2,
once he lost to Yon and he was guys. Yon had 96 CS. Noah had 24 in that Lucian game. How do you look at your ADC and go, "Damn, yep, I have to lane with that"?
Yep.
Next tweet from Fnatic says, "Beyond embarrassing performance today, every game within our grasp, but we threw it away when it mattered most. Sorry to you all, we couldn't bring it home. Journey's not over. We'll see you for season finals." This is such a dumb fucking post. This is the same shit every single split they lose. But you know what is even more dumb about it right now, everyone, if you're listening to the show, if you watch it on the replay or on the podcasting platforms, every game within our reach, within our grasp, but we threw it away when it mattered most. Why? Okay, if we just saw you do this right now, why would season finals be any different? Why would you not do it then?
A week off, change the methods, hopefully.
You know what was crazy, man? We said that all these other splits ago.
Yep.
We actually say that every time. Hopefully, maybe this time around. No, they're just not getting it together, man. It's over. Just to watch.
We do know if Fnatic.
You know Noah's fat. We know that.
We do know that. Weight. Yeah, that too. We do know that Fnatic actually chooses they can go toe to toe with G2. We've seen it. They beat them.
The 2 out of the 30 times they can. So they got one more in them.
That's me. They beat them once, and I think that's when all the juice ran out. They had no more juice. They was
Noah entered in that game too. Remember, Noah entered game 4 and one of those games against Caitlyn.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He was playing Caitlyn. He's super far ahead. He entered in one of those games too. He just can't help himself. He's that hungry on stage. He needs to get back to the food.
Fnatic could have won 3-1 against G2.
We threw it away when it mattered most. Why would fuck? Oh my god! I swear to God, guys, if we had went live after I got home, after I was tired from work, and I'd probably be banned for the things I'd say right now. This is just so aggravating.
I would have went much tougher on this team. I would have been, this team. No, because I still would have said the same shit playing out. Just playing this team. Wait to me.
After Worlds.
You gotta look at your academy team. Is any of them worth bringing up? To me, no.
Good, dude. They've been bringing up ERL players on other teams in the LEC. We've seen how that's on. Scouting for the LEC GMs have not been good at all.
That's why I'm saying no. That's why I'm like, nope. Keep this team. See what happens. See who you can keep. There's 3 players I already know that are gone. They are gone.
Noah is gone. Gracias, Noah. Tostada Hormondes. Whatever the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. If I was the GM for Fnatic, he wouldn't have came back with us from Korea. He would have just stayed right in Korea. I would have just left him right there. Like, yeah, Noah, we're releasing you of your duties. Thank you for
He's lucky. They were in China. Who knows? They might have mistaken him for one. All right.
Oh yeah, it was China, not Korea. I don't know why I said it was Korea. Yeah, China.
That's one of the biggest chokes I've watched. 3 in a row. I also have to say Noah played terrible. No fucking shit. I hate this. Keep your head up. Keep this lineup. One day we'll be fuck off. What?
I mean,
shut up.
I'm gonna tell you why I like that because
shut up.
He's one of those. We could do this, guys. It's one of those. He's one of those.
Where I'm optimistic until the very end.
Yeah, I like that, but this ain't the time. Your team's trash, dude.
How much optimism does a person have to be?
I'm not gonna lie. If Fnatic would have lost 3-2, if Fnatic would have lost 3-2, that one tweet would have made sense. Now it's 3-0. See, when you lose 3-2, what's worse, getting blown out or losing a heartbreaker? Losing a heartbreaker means you were close. Something just didn't happen. You were up in lead. This is like when fucking the Clippers were blowing 20-point leads, 30-point leads, and losing. And then you get swept. How the fuck are you blowing 20-point leads and getting swept? That's what this is. That's what this is. You're up by 20 in the fourth quarter. And then your point guard, just forgets learn how to pass. Oh, let me go through the lane and try to do a layup against two fucking 7-foot guys. And in that case, that's him and Jung going for the jungle. Get obliterated. And then it's like, what the fuck? And you just think about it, you're in. And I've been telling people this. Sometimes it ain't your time, sometimes it is your time. This is Fnatic's time. This is Fnatic's time.
Look at all these comments. These guys.
This is 2016 Golden State all over again. Yup, you're up 3-1. In this case, you're up, you got a bunch of leads, and then you just punted that shit away. You're at the 20 fucking yard line of football. Instead of kicking a field goal, what the fuck you do? All you gotta do, Atlanta, is punt the ball. Run the ball, Atlanta. And what does Fnatic do? Oh, let's team fight. Oh, let's run for the jungle. Let's try to counter engage. I'm like, let's not build armor. Renekton, you're a fucking tank. Build armor, nigga. The squishiest alligator I've ever seen. Oh, let's face check. You dumb fuck. Oh God. Oh, Thursday. I want to.
You know what Fnatic did? No. Fnatic retweeted shit from Oscar Renan and Noah. So this was Oscar Renan's tweet translated from Spanish. Of course, he said it in Spanish. He couldn't say it in English. He knew he get roasted. He still did. He said, "It's sad that being so far ahead in all the games, we don't know how to close any of them. We don't deserve to win."
If we can't close in those situations, even though it's hard to lose 3-0, I think we played better in the semis. No, this motherfucker just stated obvious. No shit, nigga. You. No shit. You won 3-2 in the semis. It's not. If it's not here, it would be in the season.
Oh no, bro.
No.
Shut up. L post. Razor says, very hard to throw 3 games in a row. I'm really screwed. No. You all. That's not a we. That's not an I'm. That's a we. No, you all are screwed. All of y'all should lose your salaries. Trash.
What?
Just garbage, man.
Just think about this. What if G2 beats Mad Lions, right? You know, that's probably more likely going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then what if BDS beats Fnatic? Just think about it. Now Fnatic have to go for the lower bracket again. Oh. What if G2 then beat BDS to go straight to the season finals finale? They're fucked. Every team's fucked.
Do you want to throw like more icing on the wound here? Fnatic, fun fact, until this year at MSI and Esports World Cup, Fnatic had actually never lost to an NA team in an actual best of series.
Oh, God.
Keep in mind how dominant that is for as long as we've had Fnatic against just LCS teams in general, right?
Until this year.
Until this year. Just another thing, like, what is going on?
All those dominant Team Liquid, Cloud9, TSM teams.
Not a single one of them could barely beat Fnatic. Even the best ones that they win, they'd barely be able to win.
And then you lose a team, and then you lose to a team with Umpty, Yappa, yeah. Oh God.
There was times in the past where Fnatic being a second place team would embarrass an LCS team, a first seed, second seed, third seed. Now we gotta subject ourselves to whatever the fuck this is. Guys, I could be here for hours and hours and hours ranting how bad this team is, but we'll have Thursday for that. We'll go over I Will Dominate's video and everything, and this I'll even show you in gameplay wise how disgusting this was all. This is the worst European LEC best of 5 ever.
This is probably the worst. Like
if you want to just isolate it just down to finals for the LEC, worst one by far. Yeah, this is just awful, terrible.
Think about this. The same thing happened last year against Giant or XL last year. Think about it. But G2 beat them 3-2, and then they Face them back in the finals and 3-0 them. This was the same fucking script, but instead of having G2 win, they had G2 lose, go to the loser bracket just to come back. Why is it every time G2 loses and they spin the block, they win? It doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if G2 win and go straight to the finals, or they lose and go back to the finals. They just end up three. Think about it. Back-to-back summer finals, they 3-0 their opponent after go to 5 games in the upper bracket final. Just think about that. XL last year took them to 5 games. Amadagi pulled his goddamn cock out. Came back, spun the block, got popped in 3 games. Wasn't even fucking close. Not even close. Not even fucking close. That's how bad it was. And XL needed to win in order to get to season finals. Fnatic, they finally beat G2 after goddamn 2 years, only for them to get clapped. I mean, butt cheeks spread just clapped. And I
don't even know how to even describe the series to people. If you go back and watch that, it's like you could in one lane theorize that G2 maybe handicap themselves to get them to play late game scenarios out, but that would have to imply that if they know they stomped the early game, they're not going to get challenged, which is obviously true. You know what
this also reminds me of? The NBA Finals. Dallas was always ahead against Boston, except for Game 2. And what happened? Boston beat them. Boston beat them in 5. Could have been a sweep. Think about it. In this case, G2 just swept the shit out of Fnatic. It doesn't matter if you got 5, 7, or 10K goal leads. If your ADC decides, if your ADC has a bounty on his head and decides to walk through a fucking jungle and just give over 2,000 gold, think about that. Noah, and the part I just realized, I think Noah still had the fucking bounty on his head from all the kills. It just, I was like, this nigga just gave over 2,000 gold. Oh my god. Oh my. Because the kills plus the assist, you're like, this motherfucker just gave over. Oh my god, this guy's done. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's fucking cooked.
God, man. It's just so bad. At this point, tweets like that really just irk me in a way when people are like, yeah, we'll just do better at this point. Why couldn't you do good now?
Yeah.
What?
And the sad part about it is Fnatic choking overshadows how bad G2 was playing. People still call G2 for playing bad, but it doesn't matter because they fucking won.
G2 hasn't won a single early game in the last 2 days, and they've played a combined total of 7 games.
7 games. And BDS
not a single early game. Good, worthwhile, or ahead.
And BDS gave them a better series. More competitive series.
With LeBron, as bad as he is.
Yep. And Shayo out there just goddamn, not knowing what the fuck he doing half the time. You just sit there, you're like, yep.
Well, we have to wrap it up here. I gotta get to bed for work. I'll be up for another 30-ish minutes, and I gotta head to bed. It's my Monday, but I got Tuesday off. As you guys know, we'll be here this Thursday. I think the newest M. Night Shyamalan movie drops this week, actually. So if we have the show a little bit later, like an hour 30-ish later on, I'll let you guys know. If not 7, we'll be live around 8:30 PST, actually, because at that point, we'll be able to actually break down some of the gameplay about how badly Fnatic actually played. And it's bad on levels you probably won't even understand. It's just so mind-blowingly dumb, honestly.
We'll break down Carmen. The sad part about it? The best series this weekend? Carmen Core versus BDS on Friday. Mm-hmm. Just think about that. That was the best fucking series this weekend.
That's how bad the LEC is. Carmine Corp, a team that really isn't good at all. It's just got away with so much murder because the other teams with actual better players just played like absolute horse shit throughout the entirety of this latter part of the year. Like a team like BDS can like basically almost lose to Karmine Corp but be competitive against G2. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Yep.
Like, oh, and then you know what? Karmine Corp's last game to decide their fate of the year, they throw their worst player on a champion you quite literally have to carry on to win. It's like, just I can't do it. We'll just
I saw that.
It's
that was heartbreaking because I wanted Karmine Corp to win because I didn't want Giant X to be in the goddamn season finals. But it don't even fucking matter because they're going to be in the lower bracket anyway. SK, they go 8-1 in the regular season, but choke. They're the 5th seed. They got one series before they get knocked the fuck out. They lose, they're done. All that you buy 2 Koreans just to bottom out of season finals. You can't even get top 4. How the fuck you get 2 Koreans pop off the way you do that to get 5th?
It's actually insane how both Korean ADCs flung themselves to throw an entire series. ISIS might be arguably worse because they had an actual chance of forcing a game 5. But if you said Noah's was worse because of the finals, I'd agree with that too, honestly.
And you know the sad part about it is, you know who the best support is. Do you know who the best support was this past couple of days for the LEC?
Oh, fucking hell.
Turgamas.
Yeah.
Turgamas. Out of all the fucking people, Turgamas was the best fucking support this weekend. LeBron, he had flashes, but there was other games where this mother. Oh my god, and I don't know. Was everybody cosplaying as Hillary this weekend? The Mickey not building armor on Nautilus. LeBron just itching. Ice being tilted. What the fuck? And Turgamas the one that's playing the best? Oh no. Nope. I don't want to live in this world where Turgamas is.
If Turgamas support, we need to actual rethink our lives at this point.
If he's the best fucking support left in the playoffs, yeah, we really need to like say what the fuck's going on. Like this is crazy. And Connor out here at times playing as well as Adam was. Not better, but as well. Like there was 2 games where Connor looked like old Connor from old, and then there's other games where like, oh okay, yep, it's empty Connor again.
Oh, shit, man. Got anything you want to show before we head out? Anything you're gonna work on? Any videos you got planned coming up this week? Actually,
I just got Mark watch. I'll be talking about the NAWTQ. I wanted to wait till the EU WTQ ended. Talk about both of them back to back. The EU WTQ. Snake Eyes wasn't even in the finals this time. Thank God. No fees missed. Ritual Beast versus Tempai Dragon. Konami thought it was a good idea to bring back Colossus and Protoss in the same ban list. Oh, trust me, I got some words for Konami about that.
There's a lot of them. Yes, and I'll say thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this episode of the Cloud9 podcast if you enjoyed it. Comment down below and hit that notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever we upload a brand new video or go live. If you are just only watching this show week to week, we'll be back here this Thursday, depending on if I have to see a new movie, 7 PST at the earliest usual runtime, or it'll be around 8:30 PST. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll see you guys later.